I came home from work one day a couple weeks ago and I saw this package waiting for me by XP Pen. It's the Artist 13.3 digital drawing tablet, but there's just one specific catch. I haven't drawn anything digital in 25 years. I didn't even know where to get started. I just opened this package and all of a sudden you're seeing all these tools and gloves and whatnot, and I'm just thinking to myself, what did I get myself into? But we gotta learn, and learn we did. Learn the hard way. But it came with this funny little glove. I mean, look at me. If I was going to learn digital art, I'd have to use the information superhighway. I was going to have to venture into the dark world of the internet.
You've got mail.
I needed to find a free digital drawing app because, frankly, I didn't know how much to spend and what quality things I needed to get, so I found out settling on Krita, which led me to my next problem. I have to learn how to now draw this thing. And I haven't drawn anything in digital in 25 years, since the early days of Photoshop that looked like this. So now I headed over to YouTube knowing that I needed to look up Krita, and I came upon this drawing video, which I will actually link in the comments below because I think it's going to be extremely helpful if you want to get into digital art yourself. You want to know just how much I didn't know anything about digital art? I was still holding this thing in its original casing. Yeah, the pen actually is inside of it. I just unscrewed the cap thinking like, okay, you hold it like this giant monstrosity. Yeah. And then I kept thinking to myself, wait, I've seen people hold the pen. Yeah, it's supposed to look like this. Yeah, that's how bad I am. I'm not even holding this thing correctly, and I don't even know why. I was holding with that huge cylinder thing, but, that's just what happens when, you're a pro YouTuber and a pro digital artist. You make these awesome mistakes. I will say, once you do get used to the concept of drawing digital, it's a lot freer than drawing on a piece of paper. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, paper is a lot easier. Yes and no. Once you learn the technical skills on paper, they translate so much easier to digital because you can erase things quicker. They don't damage the paper. You can add all these different textures. I don't need to use brushes and then go to Poscas and then use inks and color pencils. I can get all these different types of textures very quickly, instantaneously. I just wish I would have known things like hotkeys. I just discovered those a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I don't actually have to reach over and hit the Control Z. I could just literally hit the hotkey and it does it for me. It's these weird little things that you just kind of take for granted when you're learning, but I also want to give you guys and gals this experience of what it's like to learn when you're at ground zero. So you're looking at this thing, well, it's just a crappy Mario. And you're right, it is, for all intents and purposes, a crappy Mario. Not just because I haven't done anything. I mean, look, you literally see me not even hitting the fill correctly on this thing, but that's all part of the learning experience. You have to figure out where the line breaks are. Like, once again, where did I screw up? You have to figure these things out, and that is part of the beauty of learning anything all over again. And though this is a very beginner piece, it did come together a little bit at the end. As you can see, there are some things once you learn that will translate. All the blending, the three-dimensional effects, even if you've never learned, and I just literally said after a few tutorials, boom, I'm just gonna hop right into it. This is what happens, and this is the magic of art creation. But now let's get on to my second drawing. And for that, I'm gonna have to go into my comfort zone, which is one of my favorite characters, Stitch. I had already completed the line work, which was a lot easier after several days, but as you can still see, there were still some bugs to work out, but I was getting used to the fundamental aspects of drawing on a tablet. Once you learn that, you can start to fill in everything, and it becomes a heck of a lot easier to just find the colors that you want, plug and play, and then the character's just going to come together so smooth and so easy. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Just look at how easy it is to blend and add all those beautiful grays and subtle details that just come alive. It makes Stitch look like, well, Stitch. And this is just a very simple gray shading. I still haven't learned all the advanced tutorials, all of the nuances on smudging and blending. I just went with how I would apply things on a two-dimensional surface on the digital surface. I basically just took what I do with my drawings, and in the end, I really like how this thing came out. And if you guys like it too, then let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you want to see me do more digital artwork? Do you want to see me give more honest reviews to certain products? Because this product from XP Pens is really, really awesome. And if you want to grab yours, then just look in the description, because I'll have a link in the description on where you can purchase yours, because this is actually really forgiving for just about any artist that wants to learn digital.